UV stared at the grimy brick wall, a familiar canvas of graffiti and despair. The air was thick with the smell of damp concrete and something metallic, the scent of the ghetto. Another day, another dead end. He felt the cold stare of the killer, an invisible presence that clung to the shadows. The last night's victim, a young woman named Kiki, lay under a white sheet. The neighbors whispered, but their words were hollow. No one would talk to the police. Fear was a disease here, and the killer was its primary vector. UV's phone buzzed. It was his contact, a detective who used to walk these streets. Another one, UV.Mo. No witnesses. The detective's voice was a tired sigh. UV hung up, the words a confirmation of what he already knew. He walked past the corner store, its windows boarded up. The owner had moved out weeks ago. After his son's friend was found in an alley, the killer was methodical, targeting anyone who dared to dream of a better life. A group of teenagers laughed, their bravado a thin veneer over their fear. They knew the killer was real. They'd seen the police tape, the silent cars, the faces of their friends' parents. UV remembered when the streets were alive, filled with music and the scent of frying food. Now, a hush had fallen, a constant, creeping silence broken only by the wail of sirens. He visited the community center. The leader, Mama Rose, was a formidable woman, a matriarch who had seen it all. She wouldn't talk about the killer, but her eyes held a deeper grief. In a desolate park, a child's forgotten swing set creaked in the wind. UV sat on a bench, a phantom weight on his chest. He felt the city's exhaustion, its collective surrender to the killer's reign. And he pulled out a small notebook, its pages filled with names and dates. And a sudden downpour cleansed the streets, but it couldn't wash away the fear. UV watched the rain from a bus shelter, the water a mirror reflecting the grim reality of his world. And he saw a figure in the distance, a man with a distinctive gait he recognized. The man moved with a purpose, a predator's easy confidence. UV's heart pounded. The man vanished into a derelict building. UV hesitated, his mind a battlefield of caution and resolve. He knew he was walking into a trap, but he couldn't turn back. Inside, the air was cold and still. Dust motes danced in a single shaft of light. The man appeared from the shadows, his face a mask of calm satisfaction. He didn't speak. His silence was a question, an invitation to a dance with death. UV didn't pull a weapon. He didn't have one. He spoke the names of the victims, a litany of sorrow that broke the quiet. The man's face cracked, a flicker of surprise in his eyes. The killer was not a monster, just a man who had lost his way in a place that had no map.